Okay. Hey, HJ.
Hey,
This is Mr. Goebel.
Mr. Kemp.
And this is Tech Hawk. And today we're going to be super excited because...
We have deployed Chromebooks. Woohoo! Finally.
Alright, so Chromebooks are out. And just so you know, there are a few things that we want to go over just to make sure that you guys are aware. Some do's and don'ts. But let's talk about the don'ts because we're always getting on to you for something. And so it's probably a good time to do that.
Yes.
So we are not going to...
Bring our chargers to school. They stay at home. I know, they're $35 each. That's expensive for a charger, much more so than the iPad chargers. But you're going to be responsible for that. So don't bring it to school, because if you bring it to school, it will most likely get stolen.
All right. The next thing, how we carry this thing. As you know, and Mr. Kemp's going to demonstrate how they are and what you can do with them. So
They
you
will
can
actually flip back. We call this tablet mode.
And so in
Keyboard's
tablet
on the
mode,
back. It doesn't work any longer when you do it in this. It comes up like a tablet.
somebody's calling us, but we're not going to
That's
answer.
okay. It's no telling. Somebody doesn't need
But
us.
that's great and all, but we are not going to carry it like that. So whenever we carry it, we're going to carry it and we're going to say clamshell because it looks like a clam. We're going to clamshell it, yeah.
Clamshell mode would be back all the way around where the keyboard and the screen are together and closed. We carry it this way. It prevents screen breakage.
That's perfect. Okay, and then the third thing we're not going to do is just yank the charger out. So like if you have the charger,
I don't have a charger.
We don't have a charger, but anyway, if you yank that cord out, if you do that really in a tough way over and over, that will mess up this port, or it'll mess up the charger as well.
The best way to do it is that charger has a little hard plastic piece on the end. That's the part that actually plugs into the Chromebook. If you'll grab that hard piece and pull, don't pull it by the cord, pull it by that little harder plastic piece. That will keep it safe and keep it from being destroyed.
Perfect. So that goes into the things that we are going to do. So just as a repetition, what are we going to do? We're going to make sure that first of all, we leave our chargers at home. Second of all, what are we
We're going to carry it in clamshell mode, not in any other way.
Okay, and then the final thing that we are going to do is we're going to be really gentle because we just need to be gentle because these are expensive and we want to take good care of them. Don't yank that cord out. Make sure that you just gently pull with the little dark plastic part and just pull gently there, and that's it. And then once you have this this Chromebook fully charged, you'll be able to carry it for probably about 10 hours of use, 8 to 10 hours of use. And I'm going to go over a section here in a second showing where you can see how much time you have left as far as charged and use.
And make sure you charge them at night. When you go home, make sure you put it on the charger. If you miss a day, you'll probably be okay. But if you know that you're getting kind of low, make sure you remember to charge it at night.
Absolutely. Okay, well that's the first part, and then I'm going to go into a couple of things regarding the settings and what you can see whenever you open it up and get into it. But anyway, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think you guys are going to love them. Hope you get a lot of use out of them. And as always, if you have any questions, you just got to let us know.
Yep. And if you've used Google, which you have, and don't lie because you know you have.
Yes.
You should have no problem with this. It's very straightforward. It's like a Chrome browser, and then you have it's like basically all the things that you use in the Drive suite. You have docs, you have slides, you have
sheets, but nobody ever uses that.
Nobody uses that. But you have all the Google suite at your disposal with this, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great thing for you guys to use. I hope you enjoy it. So looking at the side of your Chromebook, on the right hand side you have your charging port, you have an HDMI port, you have a USB port as well as an SD slot. If you look on the back, you have your asset tag number and your serial number, and that is to remain on your iPad at all times. If we flip it and we look at the right hand side, you have your headphone jack as well as volume controls, and going right you have your power button, and then that last port there is for a lock.
Alright guys, one of the things that I want to show you on here on the screencast is how to check and log into different accounts on your Google. So once you're logged into Google, if you want to log into multiple accounts, click on your profile picture up here and click on Add Account. With this, in the Chrome browser, you can actually log into multiple accounts. So you can see I'm going to log into a second account here. And it's actually logged into that account now. The picture's the same, so you can see. But this was my HJHS account. This is my HJISD.net account. I can log into both of those. The reason this is important is because if you have mail or things that you want to see from your house or from your personal accounts, you will probably need to log into that account as well. You just do that right there. You can log into multiples. It will allow that. What it will not allow is it will not allow you to log into other accounts on the initial login to the Chromebook itself. The Chromebook itself has to be logged into your HJHawks account. But once you're in and you go into the Chrome browser, you can log into others. So if you need to check mail or you need to look at other things on another account, into another Drive account because you have something saved there that you need to share or push out, you can log into that through the Chrome browser. The Chromebook itself only logs into HJHawks. The Chrome browser can log into whatever you want to log into.
Like you have this circle right here, it's what's called a launcher, and then right here is where you're going to be able to see everything that you have downloaded here. If it isn't here and you've downloaded it from the Chrome store, there's a good chance that it's right up here in the upper right hand corner. You can see it here. Like for example, this screen recorder that I'm using is up here and it's there. Icons down here will be the ones that you use the most, and they show up based on frequency. Also, there are a couple things to note, like right here, this gives you can see notifications here, and it tells me, of course, right now that I'm sharing the screen. This gives you your time, and if you click on this right here, it gives you everything that's going on in regards to your Chromebook. For right now, it tells you you're connected to which network. It tells you whether Bluetooth is enabled or not, whether you can cast, and for example, you can actually screencast a Chromebook using Air Server. So you could cast this in the same way that you cast your screen to your teacher's device with the iPad. Also, if you look here, there are several things here in regards to settings. You also have a help function. You can lock it and then you can power it down. So you can lock your screen and then you can also power it down this way. An interesting note here, of course, you have your date, but this is how much battery you have left, and you're at 37%. This time period is depending on the usage, of course, but it gives you an idea of how many hours you have left. So ideally, you come to school every day with 100% charge. It's easily going to give you about 10 hours worth of life, depending on your use, but you can kind of see how much time you have left by doing that. Of course, just your quick view icons tells you whether you're connected to the internet and what your battery power is. You go to our launcher and then you'll see it here in Web Store right there. But once you're in your HJHawks account, you'll see Hardin Jefferson self-service apps, and if you click on that, these are all the apps that Mr. Kemp has put in the store, and you have the ability to drop down. So if there's anything that doesn't show up there, you can but you need it. That is an educational app. You can have let your teacher know, and they can put it in the mobile apps help desk, and Mr. Kemp will get that drop down if it's approved. You'll have it, and that's where you can find it.